Newcastle 6, Tottenham 1. Fuck the players, fuck the manager, fuck the owner. How shit are we, boys?
That's an understatement.
I'm not even going to ask how you guys are feeling because I already know. Absolute fucking disgrace. The lot of them, all of them. 5 goals in 20 minutes, 6 goals conceded in one game. The Reece, I've heard there's rumours that he had a bust up with Skip, that he refused to come out at half time and they're mocking it off as a fucking injury. And no fight, no desire, no tactical nous from the manager. Everyone blaming we go into a formation we haven't even played before, don't have the right players. What is going on at this club at the moment?
Fuck knows, bro. Fuck knows. And it's embarrassing.
It's
shit.
Yep. This whole club is a fucking shambles. Top to bottom. Everyone. Chairman, the coaching staff, everyone. We are a fucking disgrace right now. And I've had enough. I've literally had enough of this shit. I can't take it anymore.
Delane, before I let you keep going, if you're watching us, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel and hit that bell button for future content to get the notifications. And I feel you, Delane. It's a disgrace. Levy, Enoch, Stellini, Ryan Mason, Hoiberg, Romero. How fucking shit was Romero yesterday?
He was atrocious.
I do not understand it.
A World Cup defender goes away to Argentina, wins the World Cup, comes back to us, and plays like that. That is the disgrace.
Wait, he faked an injury before the World Cup as
well. He faked the injury just to get into the World Cup squad. No, I don't apply to that.
You know what pisses me off the most is the fact that we play a back four when we don't have our right back and left back. All season, 100%. We play a Royal at right wing back when we had Spence and we had Doherty. As soon as we don't have Royal and Davies is coming back from injury, we play Perisic, who can't defend, Porro, who can't defend, in defensive right wing back roles.
Yep.
And then we play Donkey Dyer, who can't fucking do anything and doesn't make a tackle.
Mate, they get fucking
and Romero, who everyone tells me is world class. I'm sorry, but that guy, he was at fault for at least 3 goals. Doesn't come out on the first goal to stop fucking Joe Linton from drifting across and gets the shot off. The ball over the top, he just misreads it completely and doesn't track Joe Linton. And then when fucking when fucking Almiron on the last goal runs into the box, instead of running at him and closing down the space, he allows him to shoot and just stands with his hands behind his back and it deflects off him, goes straight into Wilson's feet, who his first touch of the game is a fucking goal.
Yep.
What can we do? What can we do as fans to deal with this shit? Honestly, I'm done. I mean, I'm going to watch the next game. Let's be honest.
No,
but
yeah, we'll be over it by the next game.
Yeah,
I'm not going to get over it.
We'll get our hopes up again. But no.
Yeah. Look, I don't know, man. This whole team, they literally, none of them literally should walk off that pitch with their head held high. None of them should have. All of them were literally down in the dust because all of them were fucked. Seriously, they were fucked. I'm not angry and not frustrated because of how we played and how we came out. The first 5 minutes they scored was just like, and I was literally thinking, I'm like, that's game. Seriously, that's game. Finish. You might as well shut it up now.
When you can see 5 goals in 20 minutes, I mean, it was game. I don't even know how I survived
game
the rest
over
of the stream.
Half-time.
I was sharing the stream with Elias from Step Up Spurs. Shout out to Elias for joining the stream. And I was calm. It's the calmest I've been all season.
It's because we weren't there.
And no, it's because I had a feeling we're going to lose. But I didn't expect to lose like that. And I'm sorry, but as much as everyone can say it's the formation, it's, I feel sorry for Papa Matasar. I feel sorry for that kid because he's getting shut. He's 20 years old, getting shoved into a team that doesn't give a fuck about him or them, or they don't even care about the club or the fans. Gets put in a role where he's got to protect the back four, and the back four don't even fucking defend. So the kid's out in his own, he's out on his own pretty much, and then he gets substituted at 20 minutes because it's not his fucking fault. Players like Kulu, Romero, Dyer, fucking Porro could have come off. Fucking Højbjerg did. The only thing Højbjerg did was that pass to Kane. Kane didn't do much. Not one of the front three helped defend in any of the 5 goals. Not one of them came back to help the team. The only time they came back is when we had to after the 5th goal, when Newcastle backed off.
Yeah.
Like, as I see it, but right as well, you're saying that the front three didn't come back. We have, like you say, a world class player Romero at the back.
No, he's not world class. He's not.
Yeah, but everyone reckons he's world class. We shouldn't have to drop our players back for them to defend. They need to do their fucking job. If they can't do their fucking job, bench them. We've got players who want to fight in the youth team.
Well, okay. Who are you going to replace? You got Tanganga, you got Sanchez on the bench. We had no midfielder to replace anyone in midfield. We had Davies who just come back from injury, Lenglet who just come back from a knock from last week. While we could have honestly, you're better off playing fucking Kane in the centre back role. He'd defend better than the centre backs that we have. And look, I get it. It was a problem for Stellini because of the players that we are missing. We're missing the likes of Basuma, Bentancur, Royal.
Missing, bro.
Yeah, but look, for me, this wasn't the game to play a 4 at the back. And I wasn't calling for this. How many times have we called for this season 4 at the back? This wasn't the game that I was calling it for. I was saying we needed to play 5 at the back. We need to have Davies and Lenglet. I think Davies should have played over Perisic. I don't think Perisic did that much.
No. He did nothing, bro.
He did absolutely nothing, man.
The last couple of weeks, Davies playing in that left back role better than Perisic shits all over it. You know what I mean? Like,
because Davies defensive minded, they're way better than Perisic. Perisic cannot defend for shit.
No,
he is a winger. Slow.
Neither can Porro, though. Porro's been found out. Porro was ripped apart.
We've got no one to replace Porro now, bro. We've got no one to play over there.
Yeah, I know. We sold Doherty, let him go on without fucking. We didn't even sell him. We just let him go. Spencer's on loan, and Roy was injured. I'm sorry, but I would have rather played Mundle at left back.
Yeah,
I'm being honest. I would have. If it was me, I would have been like, see you later. Mundle gets on the pitch. Devine gets on the pitch. I would have taken off Højbjerg and put Devine in front of Skip and Sarr. I don't know what these kids have to do to not get a chance. And what pisses me off the most is the Reece get out of jail free card. I'm sorry, there's no way he had an injury. I was watching him the whole first half, and I'm not saying any of the goals were his fault. Actually, no, I think the third or Isak's second, where Isak shot, and he literally just. Bro. And then no, actually, it was Isak and Murphy's shots. Murphy's second goal.
The first goal.
No, first goal that Murphy scored.
First goal was our back line, bro.
I mean, I felt like Lloris could have had a stronger hand on it, but I also think that Romero should have closed Joe Linton down. Yeah. Second goal that Joe Linton scored. There was nothing he could do. It was a great ball. Was that no Murphy? Third goal was
when he banged it outside the box.
Now he stood there, statue.
Yeah.
Statue Lloris come back. Should have actually made an attempt to try and save it. Didn't. Yeah. And then when Isak scored his second goal, it was at a tight angle and he goes across the goal, not near post, and Lloris soft hands it out. And then he gets taken off, and then Forster concedes a shit goal that Romero should have closed Almiron down, and we're much better in the second half because we had and I'm going to say it now, everyone bags out Sanchez. He was our best defender. He was our best defender on that pitch. He outshone Romero, and
last week. That's why.
And it wasn't that hard to outshine him, but he was our best defender, and no one will sit there and go Sanchez was our best defender against Newcastle. No one will. Because the agenda against Sanchez, just like the agenda against Sarr, is these guys are scapegoated most of the time. Romero needs to be looked at. Dyer needs to be gone. I've never seen Dyer make a tackle.
No.
Sanchez made more tackles in that game than Dyer has all season.
Yeah,
and hands down, I
Dyer's
can count
wasting a paycheck.
But apparently, we're going to give him a two-year contract.
I don't fucking want him. I don't want him. I don't want him. He needs to go. Him and his big head needs to fuck off. Seriously.
He's not even good. He's not even good on the bench. Like, maybe he's good as a backup if we need someone on the bench, but
not even a backup. I don't want him. in the
You know
club.
what I'd rather do?
Or injury list.
You know what I'd rather do? I'd rather go and grab half the players from the under 17s that won this weekend, their comp or their cup, and go, you know what, boys, you've got
Let's have
more
a
heart and
crack.
desire, and you've got better winning mentality than the first team. Go and have a crack. Go
Have a
against Man
crack.
United. Go and play against fucking the likes of De Gea
Bro,
and fucking
United are going to
Eriksen.
put fucking 100 on us.
Oh, seriously, right now, the anger I've got towards this club, it's building. It's been building up this whole season, and I want to say it right now. Conte was right. These players panic. They stress when they got pressure on them, and when there's pressure on them, they fold. So I mean, Conte's was right. There's no winning mentality in this team. None of them. The only person I feel sorry for is Kane because he is our
World class.
records. He's world class. He's pretty much our record scorer for Tottenham, and nearly every game he performs to more levels than what our other players do.
Well, the thing is, he scores goals, and that's all we ask for him. Is he
Exactly.
scores goals, and he does
Exactly.
that consistently. So I don't give a
Exactly.
shit. Like, look, I'll be honest. Kane was shit first half. Second half,
Yes.
he was running his socks off. And I'm gonna say it. Everyone's bagging out Son. I felt like
think
he
him
was
and
probably
Kane
the
had a good
only
game.
player. He was the only player that I saw that was running until the end. With Kane, apart from that, I don't understand how Kulu doesn't get dropped. And what pisses me off as well is 80th minute, Richarlison's coming on. We were 5-1 down at 5-1 down at halftime. Why the fuck wasn't? And the thing is, we make a change to bring a centre back on, and we change the goalkeeper. We don't put attackers on. For me, I would have taken off Højbjerg or Skip. Either one. Skip was on a yellow. Skip should have come off because he was on a yellow, and he was looking like he was going to get a red. Same with Romero. Same with fucking Porro. We should have pulled Skip off, told Kane, you sit in the midfield and get that ball. Then Jimmy Richarlison's son just run because they had the likes of Dan Burns, Shah, Trippier, and Botman. They're all not that quick. And they were playing so high up the pitch because they were getting so much ball that we could have countered. And there was a few times that we did look well, and that's how Kane scored with a counter. If we had Richarlison, Dan Juma's son running in front of Kane and Fane just fed, I think we could have made the score a bit more respectable, the scoreline. I don't think we would have caught up. We were not good enough to catch up to Newcastle. And I said this, if we go behind, we're not catching them.
Yeah, 100%. Nah, look, you're right. I just think, fuck me. I don't know. I'm literally to the point where I want the season to be over. I want the season to be done already. After that game, I'm done with the season. Let's just finish the season, get it over. Because
we're gonna get eighth, boys. We're gonna get eighth. We're gonna get out. I can see it now. We're not gonna beat United. We're not gonna beat Liverpool. We're gonna barely draw against Crystal Palace. Villa are gonna beat us. We're gonna who we got? Brentford. Brentford are gonna probably beat us, and then we're gonna just beat Leeds on the last game of the season.
Maybe
and
we
by
don't need
then,
Champions League. We don't need that shit next year. Then,
Brad, I wouldn't even say Europa. I think conference at best.
We don't need. Yeah, Brad,
I don't want it. I don't want any Europe. I don't want any Europe.
If we just focus on FA Cup, Carabao Cup, and the Premier League.
Do you know what's saving us this season? The likes of Liverpool and Chelsea are dog shit.
Yes.
And Liverpool are catching us, and they've been dog shit this season. Yes. As soon as they've started to find a bit of consistency, well, it's not really. They're on and off. A couple of games they're on, a couple of games they're off. But we're off more than on now. We've thrown away. We nearly threw away a win against Brighton. We threw away a win against Bournemouth, and we've literally got absolutely annihilated by Newcastle. Newcastle was the game for me that if we got points out of it, even a draw, then we probably could have challenged for the top four. Nah, not happening. United are going to run all over us. Ten Hag's going to have a field day in midfield with the likes of Eriksen and fucking Casemiro. Anthony's going to have a fucking field day on that left-hand side or right-hand side, our left, destroying Perisic because Sessegnon isn't back yet. Davies won't be fully fit. Lenglet won't be fully fit. It's peak. And now I'm hearing that breaking news that Stellini is probably going to be sacked. However, there is a silver lining to this. Harry Redknapp might be brought in for the rest of the season, and if Harry Redknapp comes in and he changes the way we play, I'll be happy. But the damage is done already. Our season's done.
Too little, too late. Too little, too late.
Our season was done fucking midway through, bro.
And look, I wanted Conte out because people think because I wanted Conte out that I didn't like Conte as a manager, or I think his system didn't suit the players that he had in our team, but it also didn't suit the chairman. The chairman isn't going to buy the players he needs to make his system work. That's why I wanted him gone, because there was no point having Conte here where we're not going to give him what he wants. It's no point. So you might as well just fucking sack him and bring someone in. And what's going to happen if Redknapp doesn't come in? We're gonna panic and we're gonna go for Poch to try and save top four. That's what's going to happen. We're going to try and scramble, but I don't want to see Ryan Mason near the team, because that back four today would have been Ryan Mason telling Stellini, just fucking put back four. There's no way Stellini would have went back four if Ryan Mason didn't say it. No, he wouldn't. He wouldn't have, Brad. Why? The last four, he had an opportunity to do it when Davies was in the side. He could have played Davies at left back, and he could have played. Tanganga would have been better at right or left back than the fucking two we had today.
Yeah, I don't know.
You could play Dyer at right back, and he's better than Porro at right back. You could have had Dyer, Romero, Langley, and Davies, all centre backs, and we would have defended way better.
Yeah. Look, I just think we just look. For me, that is a wake up call, a serious wake up call, because right now, them players right now, they're probably going home and going, "What the fuck just happened to us?" We literally got humiliated and embarrassed by Newcastle, which, to be honest, Newcastle deserve it. Look how they've been running. Yeah, they have on and off, but just how they've been going this whole season is what they needed.
Have you guys seen the movie New Guy?
No.
So in that movie, there's a scene where the guy gets a fucking stiffy and a teacher comes out and snaps it in front of the school. That's how it felt like. It felt like someone dropped our pants and fucking spanked us in front of everyone. Everyone saw us. Everyone in the PL sat there and is laughing at us, and we deserve it. We deserve it. There's fans calling for Levy out that are from different clubs that are saying that Levy is a disgrace. That Cambridge interview that he did just goes to show everything about
that was
it.
a disgrace.
And we're not going to go into it, because I went into it with Elias on Step Up Spurs, so we're not going to go into it. But at the end of the day, for me, the players need to be looked at as well. And we've been saying it for weeks now. It's not just the manager. It's not just the owner. It's the players. We have players like Dyer, like Davies, like Sanchez, Lloris, fucking even Son. I'm going to throw Son in there, that have been here for so long. When are they culpable for these results? And I'm not going to say this result is on Son, but he's been shit all season.
Yeah, he has.
It hasn't backed it up. But in saying that as well about Levy, about that whole Cambridge fucking thing, do you think the players got the shits about it, and that's why they're not playing well, because they're like, you know what, fuck you.
You know what? I'm kind of glad.
You talk shit about the club, or you do this, that doesn't resolve around our players. You're all about money, 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 not the team.
You know what, Brad? That's the only thing you're right. It's the only thing that I can think of that the players have done and gone, you know what? Fuck Levy. We're going to fuck him in the ass with his money. We're not going to get Champions League. We're going to make him look so shit that the fans want to fucking lynch him in front of Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. He was sucking up Kane's ass in that interview, saying, "Oh, we're going to give him a statue." He's trying to make him stay because he knows if Kane goes, we're fucked.
Exactly.
Fucking oath we are.
Fucking oath. But yeah, look, I think that whole Cambridge thing was a fucking what's an average Spurs fan? What does he mean by an average Spurs fan? Like,
fucking snob. That's what he thinks.
Exactly. Money. That's all he fucking wants. He just wants fucking money. And I'm sorry, but tell you right now, we don't get Champions League. He's gonna go, Harmin Dari going, oh fuck,
we don't get Champions League. We're not buying no players because they'll say
we're not buying no players and whatever.
I think you know what though. The thing is, I think that now that the Super League, like the European Super League, is still there and about. I think he needs us to be in a top four to be looked at to go into there. So why? I've been saying it for a couple of weeks. I do think if we go to conference, he's gonna give money. He gave money to Jose, but he didn't let Jose buy the players he wanted. He just gave him money and he bought shit with it. The difference is, right, I was talking about this yesterday. We didn't need Richarlison. We didn't need
No.
it. I would have rathered us went and spent that 60 mil, right? And then added on fucking, I don't know, not Spence,
Madison.
maybe. Who's no, not even that. Who's another player that we bought that we shouldn't have bought at the start of the season? Perisic. For me, Perisic. I would have had Reguilon come back and have Reguilon and Sessegnon playing on the left. I wouldn't have bought Richarlison, and I would have spent 60 mil and whatever wages that Perisic is getting now, Bastoni, we would be a much better team. We'd be higher. We would at least 10 points better off this season if we had a proper centre back in that left side.
We still have Doherty as well.
Yeah, we would have had Doherty, we would have Royal, and we would have bought Porro. We would have had Reguilon, who's a much better left back defensively than Perisic, quicker, younger, and probably would have played better than Perisic this season. We would have had Sessegnon, who's not that great, but we still would have had a backup. We would have had a proper left-sided centre back, and we probably could have put Langley in the middle and not have fucking Dyer. And we would have been 10 points better off this season. But we went and bought Richarlison because Levy wanted to fucking appease the fans. And because he was available, we went and bought him. And I don't think Richarlison's a bad player. I just think that we should have spent that 60 mil elsewhere. And that's the problem is the money's... We don't need to spend massive money to have a good team. Look at Leicester. Look at Brentford. Look at Brighton. Look at Aston Villa this season. I know they're splashing cash.
Look at Bournemouth, bro. They beat us.
Well, yeah, Bournemouth don't have a good side. But then you look at Newcastle. Their best player was Isak, 60 mil, walked straight into the team. They got Trippier for 12 mil, Pope for 11, Botman for like 25, Gammaraish for 35.
They got Wilson as well.
You're telling me if we didn't have Gammaraish and Pope in our team right now, we wouldn't be a much better team. We'd have a proper centre mid that can play box to box, and we have a proper goalkeeper for fucking 46 mil, and we still would have been able to buy Trippier and had those three players in our team. Our team would be so much better.
Oh yeah, I agree with you, bro. 100%.
Because Trippier is better defensively than Porro, and he's just as good going forward in terms of crossing. He doesn't have the pace, but he has the ball playing ability.
Yeah, exactly. But
I'm sorry for anyone that's wearing headphones because I have been getting loud and ranting. I've been having a bit of a drink tonight because I need it. We all need it. And I'm going to say a big shout out to those fans, those Tottenham fans that went to St. James and stayed.
No. This is where
the ones that walked out. Shout out to them too.
Yeah,
the ones that stayed.
This is what we could probably do to fight back for Levy as well. Is these fans are traveling away. Away fans are traveling. Cost of living has gone up. Fuel prices have gone up. Parking's gone up. They're going away for this to watch our team play like shit, and we're just getting, you're just an average Spurs fan.
Yeah.
Where's the fucking shit going to come to the supporters again?
Well, they spoke about that, Brad. A Tottenham fan brought up the prices. We don't win trophies. We're not challenging for titles. We haven't won trophies in fucking 15 years, and you're still charging us the highest prices in Europe for season tickets. And Levy's response was, new stadium and cost of living, so we have to subsidise that with ticket prices. I'm sorry, but they make over £1 million a match day. We get 19 games. That's 19 mil a season minimum that we make on match days. That's without European games. That's without cup games. That's without NFL games. That's without all the concerts that we do, all the benefits that we do. That's without the new F1 go-kart track we've got putting in. Tottenham will pay their stadium back in 5 to 10 years because they've got a 30-year loan fixed, so they can pay. They don't have to pay it off. Like, I don't know if you know how fixed works, but most of the time when you have a fixed, I don't know how it works with in terms of the amount of money, but with a fixed rate, it's a fixed rate for the term. You can't put money on it. You just pay it back. So Tottenham are making shitloads of money and paying minimal amount on their fucking loan back to the banks. So where's all that money going?
Levy's pocket.
We make over 100 million a season on revenue easily. That's without shirt sales. That's without merchandise. That's just match day tickets and events.
It's going to Levy's pocket. That's what he's doing. That's why he's always going on fucking vacations and whatever. He's going to the Bahamas or whatever the fuck he's going. Meet up with Joe Lewis and Enoch. Who fucking knows, man? I've had enough. I've literally had enough. And yeah, as you guys said, like, shout out to the away fans. Travel 5 hours to go watch
Minimum.
that
That's just driving. That's not on the coach. That's not on the train.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's
Minimum.
5 hours driving.
Just to watch that shit. Just to watch that. That is a disgrace. I'm sorry, but that's not good enough.
But look, it's not even that, bro. As well, it's the international supporters staying up for the fucking games. Us
Like us.
staying up 11 o'clock at night. We've got work on Monday, and we're awake watching this shit show. And it's like, it is what it is. Don't worry about it. The players, the club, it's gone downhill. Honestly, I'm going to say they've gone downhill since we built the stadium.
But that's the thing. They're using the stadium like Arsenal did as an excuse to not spend money. There's no reason. Tottenham are making so much money now. We're making so much money, and the fact is we had money before we built the stadium. We just didn't spend it. Levy's such a good businessman. He knows. He's like, look, the value of the club's at $2 billion. They're asking for at least $4 billion. They're asking for double the amount to sell this club. That's how greedy these fuckers are.
And there's no trophies in this club. There's nothing. There's one Audi Cup from 2018.
Well, no, under 17s, boys. We've got to claim that. We've got to claim that. We've got to claim something, right? Claim the under 17s trophy. Fuck it. That was all us.
Yeah, but in saying that, like,
they don't get to play at the big stadium.
They do.
They should. They deserve to.
They should actually. To be honest, they should play in that big stadium.
17-year-olds with Kane up front would probably fucking bang goals at like no tomorrow because fuck, that'd be quick.
But no, like, exactly. But yeah, I just don't understand why this owner and chairman are so fucking greedy with this money that they're not willing to spend.
Motherfuckers.
Because they're businessmen, they're accountants. That's all they are.
Exactly.
I'm sorry, but Daniel Levy is not a Tottenham fan. I'm sorry, no matter how much he sits there and says he is, he's fucking not. He's not. All he cares about is this. All he cares about is his money. That's it. He doesn't care about the club. He doesn't look at players like Jimmy Greaves, Gascoigne, Glenn Hoddle, Klinsmann, Ginola. He doesn't look at these players and go, fuck. I wish we had someone like that. When Bale was there, all he saw was a dollar sign. When Modric was there, all he saw was a dollar sign. And now for Kane, what's going to happen is he's going to push for a deal for Kane, promise him that he's going to sell him, put it in his contract, and go 150 mil for a 31-year-old Kane. He's only going to have about 2 or 3 seasons at the top left before he starts to decline. And clubs won't buy him, and he'll have Kane until Kane declines. And Kane would have fucked himself up for not leaving and pushing. But Levy's going to fuck him up because he's going to say to him, you're not leaving for free next year. Like Kane will push to leave for free next year. So what Levy will do is give him like a $500,000 fucking contract to have him stay, and then he'll sell him off next year to try and make the money back because he knows Kane is worth 150 easy. Exactly. I don't care what anybody says. Kane's 150.
Yeah, but to be honest, I'm gonna say right now. I don't know if you guys saw it, but I seen this on Twitter. At the end of the game, who was the only player to walk over to the fans and clap?
Kane.
You know, Hoiberg was smiling at 3-0. Did you see that image?
I seen that.
Did you see that image?
That is.
I want to fucking bring it up. I want to bring it up.
He is. He needs to go. I'm telling you. The first player I'll go is Hoiberg. He needs to fuck off. Go to Denmark. I don't care. Go back to Southampton. Fuck off. Seriously.
No, he's not good for Premier League anymore.
Go back to Bayern Munich. Go back there. Seriously. I don't care where you go.
Bro. Fuck, you ain't even that good.
Go. Just go.
He won't go back to Bayern. He's not good enough.
If you're going to act like...
It's better going fucking down with Everton going down, bro.
If he's going to act like that, smiling at a 3-0, no, I'm not having it. I'm literally
I saw the image earlier. I can't find it, but it was 3-0, and the camera panned to Hoiberg, and he's sitting there smiling. And you know what's even worse? Some of our players had the nerve to swap jerseys at the end of the game.
Yeah.
Perisic swapped jerseys. I think even Romero swapped jerseys at the end of the game with Newcastle players.
Yeah, because they want to be in the winning team. That's why.
That's a disgrace.
They're embarrassed to wear our jersey, bro. Like
they shouldn't be. We should be embarrassed to having them at the club. I'm
but
sorry,
they always talk, fucking my club. I'll do everything for my club. But you're not. we've seen
feel
you
so-
fucking go above and beyond, but we're not seeing the
Yes.
best from these players right now. So
No.
something has to be going on behind the scenes, and I think it's all because of fucking Levy's fucking chat to Cambridge to Cock.
I feel sorry for Kane. I'm telling you right now. I feel sorry for the guy. You know, I feel absolutely sorry for this guy. He needs to leave. He needs to go. He needs to go win trophies. You know, go Bayern, go United, go win trophies because he actually deserves it for sticking around to this shamble of a team. You know, if it wasn't for Kane, I reckon we'd be close to relegation. I'm dead serious because the way we're playing. If it wasn't for Kane scoring, I reckon we'd be close to relegation.
Well, you know what? I'm going to say it. Joe Rodon would have been a better defender this season than Dyer. And you know what? He's a left-sided centre-back too. I would have rather Joe. And you know what's even worse? We're looking at signing Clement Longley permanently.
No.
There's talks. Oh, here we go, boys. I found it. Thank you, Twitter. You ready?
Yeah, man.
Look at this.
Look
at this fuckwit. Look at him.
Dare
Look at him.
absolute fuckwit.
This is what he does every game. Just because he yells and calls himself the Viking when everyone else fucks up, when he fucks up, what does he do?
He a fucking Viking, bro. He's a fucking disgrace.
Look, this shit right here, it pisses me off. How can we sit here and defend these players when this shit happens? And we can't look. Stellini's not good enough. Mason's not good enough. The whole coaching team's not good enough. Enoch needs to go. Levy needs to go. Paratici's gone, so that's one person that I wanted to go gone. And half this, look, honestly, I'll be honest. I love Sonny. I love Kulu. You know, I have deep admiration for Skip. I think Skip can be a great player. I think Basuma's been hard done by. But if we sold everyone but Kane and replenished his squad, I would not be mad.
Yeah, but if we, look, most of the team definitely does have to go. Yes, 100%. But I think there's not much I can really fucking think or say. This season's done. We're not coming back from this.
Hey boys,
we're just gonna play these games. And
there's
not
only
lose
one person
points.
that would have saved us. There's only one person that would have saved us. Emerson Royale, boys. Oh, you gotta laugh, otherwise you'll cry.
You gotta laugh at that.
Oh, that's fucking hilarious. You hear that on Emerson Royale, you hear that his dad's openly said that he's going to leave Spurs this season and go to a club like Real Madrid.
Yeah, I heard that. But
Yeah, right.
to be honest, you be honest. If I had to replenish our defense again, I'll go get Toby and Vertonghen back.
Nah.
I'll get Alabama and Vertonghen back. I would, seriously, I would. I'll get them back.
mean, they're two. I mean, you know what? You're not wrong. They're better than Dyer. They're better than Langley, and they're fucking 36, 37 or something. They're playing in the Dutch league at the moment, and they'd be better than what we have. They still play for Belgium every now and then.
Exactly.
Look, honestly, in my eyes, why don't let me put Mora back as right wing back and put fucking Porro on the bench?
Look, I think Porro's had a couple of bad games. I don't think Porro is as bad as what we've seen. It's been the team's been dog shit. And when the team's dog shit, Porro can't exploit his side, and then defensively he's fucking shit. And when you got Romero being off like he was, it's just that like we can't have a defender like Romero having an off game with a right wing back like Porro, because Porro can't defend. So but then that means that if Romero has to cover two positions, then the centre back in the middle, Dyer, has to be elite, and Dyer isn't.
Fuck it, I found a solution. Put the Wrexham boys in our team.
Why not?
Boys, I would rather sign Ben Foster. I would take Ben Foster over Lloris. And you know what? I'm going to say it. Big up to Wrexham and big up to
Ryan
Reynolds, and I can't say his last name, but Rob
McElhenney.
Yeah, I give it to him. The passion they show for Wrexham.
Yeah,
that's a true owner. That's
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
that's a true that they're true owners who love their club, go to games, go with the crowd, and you should if you watch the video, if you watch Ben Foster's
YouTube.
his fan cam, his YouTube
Yeah.
video of that game when they won the league. As soon as he says to Ryan Reynolds, "I'll come back next year," Ryan Reynolds is like a little fanboy jumping around. I've never seen a celebrity be so excited about a common footballer before.
Did you see when it was an
And-
interview? He goes, "Give me your shirt."
Yeah, he stole it. So big up to Wrexham. First time back in the league for God knows how long. Let's
Since
hope
2011.
they establish themselves as a top league. I should say top
Yeah.
4 league side. I think they've got a long way to go to hit the Prem.
Yeah.
That's the ambition that Ryan Reynolds and Rob has. So big up to them for getting so far. But boys, what do we got in the pipeworks? I think we got the preview for the United game. Whoop-de-doo. I don't think that's going to be too exciting. And we won't be doing a live watch along for the United game as it's going to be on a Friday morning for us here in Australia. So very hard for us to do it while we're working. However, we'll definitely be doing a match review that afternoon or that night. So you'll get it 12 hours later. Our opinions on that game. But I'm not looking forward to the United game.
No.
But all I can say is if you're watching this in the Australian or you're living in Australia or New Zealand, make sure you have a great Anzac Day tomorrow. Make sure you pay your respects and then you hit up 2UP. Only time of the year we can play 2UP, so make sure you're going down the pub and hitting it up. Shout out to you boys for coming on. I know you didn't want to come on. I know you didn't want to face it. But, here at Tata Hotspurs, we're here when we win and we're here when we lose. And this year it's been a shit season. So we're here when we lose a lot of the time.
100%.
Any final thoughts before we go, guys?
Actually, I want to give a shout out to you for actually doing the watch along, actually watching that shit, Jason. I want to actually give a shout out to you. That's I don't know how you.
You're the man, boy.
I don't know how
boys,
you.
I try. I try. This is the shit thing when you support this club for so long, and you boys supported the club as long as I mean, you haven't Delane, you haven't Brad, obviously, because I introduced you Delane, and Brad, you converted, but it's we all do it. The difference is I didn't have work. If I didn't have work, I wouldn't have watched that game.
Yeah.
Let's be real. I would have been in bed watching it, and then I would have turned it off after 20 minutes. So, but I appreciate it. But you know what? We move on. This isn't going to be. This is probably one of our darker days. We will have better days, but I feel like the only way it's going to get better is if we get the parasites at the top out. And I want Levy out. I want Enoch out. And this isn't an Enoch and Levy out. I'm not joining that fucking. I had Elias, and he's very pro Levy and Enoch. I do understand that owners need to go, but I also understand that it's not just them that's the problem. It's everything about the club.
They don't play football on the pitch.
It's the players, it's the manager, it's the coaching staff, it's the backroom staff, it's the owners, and it's the fans that accept top 4 as a trophy. It's not. We're not Arsene Wenger's men. Top 4 isn't. And if you don't like it and you don't like us saying that top 4 isn't a trophy, then go and support a club like Brentford that when you hit that top 4, it's the best thing ever. Yeah, because this isn't what we want here at Tottenham. We moved to the stadium to be one of the best teams in Europe. We're in top 10 in terms of revenue and value. We should be hitting the heights the likes of Newcastle are hitting right now.
Yeah.
So that's it, guys. We're going to head off. I think my blood pressure needs to come down. Going to have a few more brewskis before I go to bed. So like I said, if you're Australian or New Zealand, enjoy your Anzac Day tomorrow. You boys enjoy your Anzac Day. Brad, I hope your slow cooked meat is delicious tomorrow. That's why you're going to bed soon, because you're going to get up early.
4 hours.
And make sure you stink some beers, drown your sorrows. And thank you to everyone that's joined and watching our video. Make sure you smash a like and subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell button for notifications for all future content. And as we always say here at Tata Hotspurs, stay Spursy.
Stay Spursy, guys.
Stay Spursy, guys.